Hello, it's 10 o'clock, and welcome to your local weather update. It's July 12th. And we're going to just briefly go a little bit before we even get started, just to Chicago, because there's been some severe weather over there, and we want to talk about it. Obviously, there was tornado in Chicago from this line here of storms that's now moved into Michigan. And if we go to the weather service here in Chicago, which I'll put up right here, you'll see here that we have Chicago Midway Airport. And we go to the weather service at Chicago, Illinois, which should be somewhere over here, Chicago, Illinois. And you'll see here that they do have, or there should be a mention of a tornado, but there isn't a mention of a tornado on here. So I thought they would actually update their stuff, but apparently there is no link to absolutely anything about what happened tonight. So we'll have to go to the media for this. And I'm just going to go over it briefly. We'll just put Chicago, and we'll put here Chicago, and put news here. Go to news, and you'll see here that there was a tornado. No, I said news, not maps. It's supposed to be a local weather update tonight, but I really feel I need to talk about this. So tornado touchdowns in Chicago confirmed, and also reported near O'Hare as well. So strong thunderstorms and tornadoes moved through Chicago early Wednesday afternoon to the evening. And the National Weather Service confirmed multiple tornado touchdowns in Campton Hills, Countryside, Hodgkins, and Huntley. Tornado also touched down near O'Hare. This is crazy. A tornado was on the ground around 7 p.m. Wednesday, according to the National Weather Service in Chicago. The tornado has been touching intermittently, so it was heading for the metro. And touchdowns were also reported by residents in Elgin, South Elgin, Burbank, Huntley, and Campton Hills. Damage, a lot of damage from these tornadoes as well. You can see some of the damage here. So really, quite interesting to see this happen in Chicago as well. We'll go to the power outage map now. We'll see how the power outage situation is in Illinois. Actually, it's not even shaded, so it seems like the tornadoes affected a small area, Cook County mainly. They have 5,882 outages, but luckily it's not worse than it turned out to be. But still, it's well. I'll stay tuned, and I'll be sharing, news stories on these tornadoes. Just look in the community post section. But this is mainly a local weather update. So you'll see, dealing with the haze again today. We had some clouds, showers to the north. Looking at the radar again, those showers have kind of dried up, but there were some scattered showers and thunderstorms well to our north. Nothing here. Looking at what the sky looked like today, you'll see we did have a hazy sky, sunshine but haze. Some patchy mid-level clouds, and you can see what's left of a thunderstorm anvil here this evening. And you can see the sky still has that hazy look due to smoke aloft, generally aloft, as the sun set here. You still see the smoke kind of coloring the sky a little bit there. So let's go to the current conditions. Let's go to the weather and hazards map, and you'll see there's that tornado watch. Still some warnings in Chicago, now moving into, it looks like, Wisconsin. Lots of heat in the south. We'll talk more about this, I think, tomorrow. So it's supposed to be a local weather update because I can't do a full weather update every single night. It's just too much for me. So we'll see what Flagstaff is. 83 at Flagstaff right now. I'm just kind of curious how hot it got there today because they're going to get into the 90s, which is kind of unusual. They didn't make it there today, but they may make it there tomorrow. So you see excessive heat watches and warnings all throughout the south there. Looking at us, we have air quality alerts in effect. Still dealing with the flooding upstate. Still got flood warnings. Rivers are very high. Looking at what we got going on out there. It's a muggy evening. 78 degrees. The dew points have risen now. And it was a pretty brutally hot day across our area today. Definitely got into the 90s pretty much everywhere. Sea breeze was very weak. And it helped along the South Shore, mainly only in the evening. You can see there, everybody getting up into the 90s, and you can see how those dew points have risen tonight. Definitely feeling more muggy out there. So let's look at our high temperatures. And across Long Island, you'll see pretty much 90s everywhere. So everybody pretty much got to 90 today. And 95 in my area. My area is just so hot. Oddly enough, 89 at Central Park, still not 90. 93 at LaGuardia. We're going into Jersey. Let's see how hot it is there. Low 90s as well. 4 highs, and again, we have that air quality alert in effect. In South Shore, it'll be right on the immediate shore to avoid 90 degrees. Otherwise, you're going to deal with it. Lows really didn't make it below the 70s on Long Island very much. Only 79 at LaGuardia for a low. For some reason, Jersey cooled off a little more with 60s. for lows. Let's go look at our climate statistics for the day. Islip, you can see we got up to 91 actually, so that's 8 degrees above normal. Low is 70. 3 degrees above normal on the low. That gives us 6 degrees above normal for the day. Central Park, 91. So it did hit 91. That map is wrong. 91, and that's 6 degrees above normal for Central Park. Let's look at LaGuardia, 93, 7 degrees above normal. Newark, hottest spot, once again, 95, full 8 degrees above normal there for the high and 5 degrees above normal for the day. Hottest spot always Jersey, especially Newark. That's like the hottest part of Jersey. It's even hotter than Toms River. It's hot as Toms River is. Let's go now to the models. HRRR. And we're going to go ahead and look at the HRRR, and also got to look at the Storm Prediction Center and see what. Well, we'll talk more about that, I think, tomorrow night. We'll have a better idea on Friday's weather. But tomorrow should be fairly dry. Maybe an isolated shower or thunderstorm, mainly inland. Otherwise, not much going on. It's Friday that gets a little more active when we'll have some thunderstorms there developing toward the evening. See, we don't really have enough information yet to really say what's going to happen. But we'll have to watch out for that. But the dew points definitely back up there. Into the 70s, and there they will stay tonight. Stronger southerly wind tomorrow, which will mean cooler temperatures, but it will still be humid with dew point 65, maybe 65, more like upper 60s and low 70s dew points. With the southerly wind, though, at least the breeze will help it feel better, especially if you're on the South Shore. As we go into Friday, we still have that southerly breeze, and the humidity gets even worse as we get toward Friday evening. Temperatures for tomorrow, you're still going to be dealing with 90s in Jersey, but for us here on Long Island, except for my area, I think my area is still going to get fairly close to 90, but most of Long Island will be mid to upper 80s due to that stronger southerly wind. If you're in Jersey and the city, you're going to probably be dealing with low to mid 90s again. And then obviously it's not going to drop back that much at night, and then similar conditions for Friday as well. Let's go to the RGM now. We'll look at the skies. So here's the RGM, and you can see some high clouds around tomorrow, though we may have a little bit of a period of some clearer sky maybe, but probably high and mid-level clouds around. You see the shower activity where the heavier clouds are. And then for Friday, we'll definitely be seeing more in the way of clouds, I think. So more like just a partly sunny day. And we'll have a little more shower activity on that day. So that will wrap up this local weather update. It's brief tonight. I just can't do a long weather update every night. It's too much, especially as I'm dealing with the heat here. So, luckily, it's able to keep it cool in here, luckily, but it's tough, man. It's tough here. This is a very hot area. But anyway, that is it. Thank you for watching, and good night.